director at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and before we get started, I just want to talk with you a little bit about that. I'll start with my own personal experience with it. My grandfather, his name was Randy Magnus, and I also had an uncle. His name was Paul Rich. I'm actually named after him. When I was 13 years old, my grandfather actually passed away after being diagnosed with lymphoma. My uncle Paul last year actually passed away after cancer as well. This is not an isolated incident. This affects everybody. Cancer is in almost everybody's lives. I can't tell you the amount of times I talk to people and hear about somebody that they love going through chemo or themselves getting a diagnosis. It's everywhere. Everybody knows somebody. And Dana-Farber is a fantastic way to make a difference, and we're here to help that. 100% of the proceeds today are going to help people with Dana-Farber, people that may not otherwise have a fighting chance. We are helping them. You are helping them, and I want to thank all of you again from the bottom of my heart for helping me with this. We're doing something great today, and in addition to that, you're going to be able to see some fantastic wrestling. Which brings me to my next point. Let's get this show started. Let's start having some fun. Ladies and gentlemen,
what is going on, everybody? My name is Mark Adam Haggerty, and hey, real quick, can we give it up for my buddy, you know Miss Squire, but Paul Rich has put this thing together. You know, I was back there, I joked earlier, I didn't know how I was going to be able to follow that when he told me, and I watched it with him just now, and I like broke down myself, so I'm excited to be here with you guys. As Paul just said to you, 100% of the proceeds for today's event go to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston, and I mean all of the proceeds. We've got all your ticket sales, everything you put into this show today, all of the performers you see, myself included, the referees and the wrestlers, we're all donating our time. We're coming here. I drove 4 hours to be here. Some people drove even farther. That's how important this is, and to see such a turnout on such a rainy day really means a lot to us. So give it up for yourselves for being here today. Tonight, we are going to have a single elimination tournament. It is the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament. The winner will be decided here this afternoon. We've also, check this out. Now let's forget that we like Paul for a second, okay? Because we like Paul, but that dastardly Squire, right? Ugh. Guys, tonight you will be able to buy water balloons for $1 a piece. Each of those dollars goes to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and every single one of those water balloons is going to go to Squire. So we're going to sell you guys water balloons, and we hope that you buy them, and we hope that you throw them directly at Squire when he's out here. You know, it's a lot of fun, and it's fun for a good cause. With that, are you ready for the action? Let's kick things off with the first match, the opening round of the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament. This is the first match scheduled for one fall. One fall. I'm going to say it so you all say it. From Nashville, Nebraska,
Ladies and gentlemen, I am John Roy. Welcome to the Fight for Farber here at the XWA Event Center. This is a non-XWA related event. All proceeds will be donated to the Dana-Farber Association. Tonight, I will be joined alongside at the commentary table by Mr. Mark Adam Haggerty. Once he's finished with his duties in ring, we're going to kick it off tonight with Charlie Cashew.
And his opponent.
Charlie Cashew, one of the hottest prospects coming out of the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. He's going one-on-one tonight with Mr. Julio Cruz. Been to the XWA Event Center before, Nova Promotions. We've seen him throughout the country. I'm not sure if this is a first-time encounter, but right now, being joined by Mr. Haggerty. Mark, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for driving out here.
Oh, well, as I said, no distance is too far for a really worthy cause. This is Fight for Farber here. And there is the bell as we see Jay Cruz, another guy that made a long-distance journey from Rahway, New Jersey. But that's not as far as Nutteville, Nebraska. Did you ever in your life?
Never been to Nutteville.
No, me neither.
I've never been to Nebraska.
No, neither have I. What do you know about Nebraska? Do they have corn there? Wheat? I imagine a lot of wheat. Well, Jay Cruz now whips him off, but there goes Charlie Cashew.
Ooh, it's arm drag.
Absolutely. Now, this is my first time seeing Charlie Cashew, but I'm actually pretty well acquainted with Jay Cruz, a student of Pat Buck at the Wrestle Pro Academy in New Jersey.
I mentioned, as you're in the ring, I mentioned Charlie Cashew. He popped up on my radar about a month or so ago, training out of the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. And he's quite impressive. We've seen him here on Thursday Night Throwdowns at the XWA. We've seen him up at Chaotic. And he's got amazing athletic abilities, hot young talent.
And look at that innovative submission maneuver by Charlie Cashew. Looks like he's rolling Jay up for the pin.
Through, and I think this is a first-time matchup, and if this is how we're kicking off the show tonight, can't wait to see what's up next.
Now I'm just going to go ahead and ask you a production question right here on the air. When this is over, how do I announce the winner? Because that microphone is hanging high above the ring, my friend.
High above the ring. Guess we're going to have to get you...
we will figure that out after this match.
Get the bell. And what is this? That was... pretty innovative.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to figure this out sooner than later if Charlie Cashew keeps up this line of offense.
Ooh, eating that middle turnbuckle.
And we've got a great crowd here for the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament. If you folks are watching this at home, please use the hashtag #FightForFarber. As Jay Cruz sets him up for a knife-edge chop. And we're off to an exhilarating start here in the tournament.
Ooh, another chop echoing throughout the building. I got to thank the fans, too, coming out on such a miserable day.
Well, as I said earlier, they braved the storms. I saw the lightning. I heard the thunder. It's wet out there. I told them that we're going to throw water balloons at Squire, but I think they're thinking like I'm thinking. Like, it's already pretty water balloony outside.
I might let them throw them at me. I'm kind of warm.
It is hot in here. And the action heating up as Charlie Cashew rolls him up.
Only managed to hook that left arm with his feet.
Cashew. Oh! Jay Cruz with a released German suplex.
And this is a round one of the tournament here tonight.
As we said, first match, first round of this tournament. We will have a winner by the end of this event in our main event. Who will it be? The talent that we've got in this tournament is absolutely extraordinary, as you're already seeing here in the first match.
Yeah, as a couple people may have noticed, we had a couple cancellations, but the talent in the New England area, this is why I love this area. These guys stepped up to the plate. They found out about the show. They came out to help, and now they got a spot on the card.
Well, Jay Cruz is a prime example of just that situation. Right place, right time. And can you imagine that story? If he's able to overcome Charlie Cashew and get to the main event?
Yeah.
Talk about seizing your opportunities, and Charlie Cashew seizing an opportunity. Back on the offense.
How'd you spend your rainy thunderstorm Sunday?
Well, I thought I could spend it in far worse places than this. Always a pleasure spending time at the XWA Event Center here in Warwick.
Charlie Cashew into the corner. Julio eats the boot.
And Charlie Cashew up to the top rope. What's he got planned? Cross body. 1, 2.
Only 2. Referee Calloway in there, starting off the night. Going to be joined by Tony P later on.
Tony P in the building. Always good to see Tony P. And look at that.
Going for the pin. 2. Cashew kick him out.
Jay Cruz surprised at how resilient Charlie Cashew's been able to be so far in this matchup. And just so you know, I'm saving my Cashew puns, but I'm saving them should he get farther in this tournament. But look at, wait, I might be speaking too soon. Charlie Cashew, Olympic slam. Although I'm sure he's got a punny name for it.
I think he's got a bunch of them.
And now he's locking the leg in.
Going for a submission. I guess he's just trying to ensure that even if he loses the match, it's going to make it a disadvantage for Mr. Cruz.
Oh!
Beautiful bridge.
This guy's doing his yoga.
Here is your winner, advancing to the second round of the tournament, Charlie Cashew. Once again, your winner, Charlie Cashew. You folks having fun so far? That was pretty awesome, exhilarating action to kick things off. And as I said, it's just the first match of the first round, so let's not waste any time. The following contest is the second match in the first round, and it is scheduled for one fall.
And this is the second matchup here in the tournament. Right, Kellen Thomas making big waves around the Northeast as of recent. And he, one who was also touched by the mission here tonight, wanted to be here to compete in the tournament, raise some money for the Dana and Farber Institute. As he goes one-on-one with another hot young upstart making waves in the area, notorious AJP. Joined now by a new face here. Not quite sure of her name. I'm sure we'll find out. Mark, I got to ask you, young lady alongside Mr. AJP. I didn't get her name.
That is Blaze Sparks. Blaze Sparks. 3 X's, she told me.
3 X's.
3 X's. I asked why. She said, "'Cause wrestling." And it made sense.
I was going to say, this is a family-friendly show. We're going to go easy on the X's.
And I'm excited to see this. Kellen Thomas, another guy rather well acquainted with. AJP, however, he's a guy that I've only seen from afar throughout social media, and this is my first time introducing him and calling his match. I'm stoked.
AJP, yeah, he's again making big strides in the area, coming up, getting out there a lot more, showing up more places. The only problem with AJP is he's a little cocky. It gets the better of him in his matches. He loses his focus, and that's where it becomes a huge disadvantage to him.
Well, we see him losing focus already, jabber-jawing with the audience here at the XWA Event Center rather than focusing on his opponent, the Riot. And wait, Blaze Sparks already up on the ring, and AJP not losing focus there whatsoever.
Kellen now. He's got an elbow pad on his left arm. He took a second to adjust it there. Wondering if he has some sort of injury that could be preventing him from getting the better of AJP right now.
Well, that is certainly a curious quandary, but what's not curious is what's happening right now, and that is AJP in full control. It looks like he's choking Kellen. Referee seemed to notice that too.
There's Blaze catching the eye of the referee. AJP again working on that throat. He knows he's got to take out Kellen somehow. And perhaps he knows he might not be able to out-wrestle him. He's just going for the cheap tactics right now, working on the throat, stomping the spine, trying to keep Kellen on the mat.
And now AJP back up to nefarious business, going right after Kellen. Has him in the corner and hits him with the knee. Seems to be no lost love between these two gentlemen. They understand what this is about here tonight. The Fight for Farber inaugural tournament. Not only is this the first of its name, not only is the winner of this going to be the champion of the day of the tournament, but this event, as we've said time and again, is for a very worthy cause.
We've got raffles. We've got a bunch of guys put their T-shirts up in the raffle, scratch tickets. There's a whole list. Any way we can raise money. The water balloons.
Absolutely. And now Kellen has caught AJP.
Getting a taste punch right out of his mouth.
Off the ropes he goes, but he caught himself. And Kellen sneaks through, catches himself as well. Face into the turnbuckle, and now what's Kellen got planned?
On the outside of the ring. Oh! A little spear over the second. Kellen using up what little energy he had left. Finally gets AJP down a little bit. He's got to look out for Miss Sparks on the edge.
AJP went for the clothesline, but Kellen side pressing kick followed by another one. Step up in Seguri, and AJP is reeling. He's on Dream Street, and now Kellen drops him right on his spine.
Right. Like a bag of potatoes.
Look at the way, no waste. Absolutely beautiful. 1, 2.
No.
Give this kid credit. He's hanging in there.
I thought that was it for AJP.
The Riot took some time to get his footing in this match, but right now is smooth as silk. Going back in, lifting him up. Oh, but AJP probably took too long, did Kellen. Around he goes, but
reversed it.
Oh, that's gotta be it!
Right on the back of his head. moving on in the tournament, defeating the notorious AJP.
And you see the streamers, that's how much this guy means to these fans. He's throwing them back, and that's confidence right there, telling those fans, you'll need these. You'll need these all night long.
Save them for later. Kellen picking up a win alongside Charlie Cashew in the first matchup of the night. I've got to say, looking at the brackets here, quite interested by our next matchup. We've got New England veteran Trigger the OG going up against someone we haven't seen in this building. And AJP with a cheap shot now.
And the referee, as we said, we've only got 2 referees here tonight. And look at this double team maneuver.
Oh, come on, guys.
We still have folks filing in, and they've got to see this. They've got to see this. Blaze Sparks not involved in this match officially, but making her presence known without question.
She's definitely got people's attention.
Well, I'm going to let these two pass by before I even try and get back down to the ringside area. Oh, AJP is just...
Is he not done?
I'll tell you, this kid, I saw the way he was raising his opponent's hand, congratulating his opponent. And I'll tell you, everything I saw on social media was true about this kid. Cannot be trusted. You're right, they do not deserve this.
Yeah, and it's unfair to Kellen. He's gotta go on to compete in the rest of this tournament. Taking a cheap shot like that, it's gonna throw him off. He had himself pretty defended throughout the match. Not quite sure what's gonna happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner advancing to the second round of the tournament, the Riot, Kellen Thomas.
Kellen mustering up enough energy to get himself out of the ring, and as I was saying earlier, pretty intrigued about this next matchup. We have Trigger the OG, New England veteran, going up against Robbie the Giant, who is well traveled, has competed countless amount of times against every type of competitor you can think of.
Joke's on you, I don't have to wait for it. That's fine, I got one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are talking about the show today, please, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're at, please use the hashtag #FightForFarber. It really helps us in terms of gaining traction, getting people all around the country, all around the world to see what we're doing here today. We're really stoked to see so many people, but you didn't come here for talking, you came here for wrestling, and the following is the third match in the first round of the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament, and it is scheduled for one fall. Shut up! Shut up!
Got a couple of them that time with the one fall. These fans now very excited to see the return of Robbie the Giant here at the XWA Event Center. Hey, Robbie.
Hailing from Shortsville, USA. He weighs in at an undisclosed amount of weight. He is Robbie the Giant.
Undisclosed amount of weight. If I were him, I'd want an undisclosed location. I don't want people to know where I'm from, but I don't care if people know how much I weigh. And Robbie the Giant, all fun and games right now, but his attitude might change when this man hits the ring. Trigger the LG into a different type of game plan here. He's here to win. I know Robbie's a serious competitor, but he's going to have to straighten himself out a little more in there joking with the referee. I think Trigger's all business.
You know what Robbie said to me?
What did he say?
He says, I'm not from Shortsville. He literally just said this. I'm not from Shortsville. I'm from Shortville. And then he tugged at his shorts.
Shortsville.
And he goes, shorts. I'm not Shortsville. And I asked him, is that offensive? And he... But we are here. We're having fun. Obviously, Robbie the Giant's having fun.
They prefer to be called small pants.
Clearly, I've given up on that microphone that hangs up above.
It's got a mind of its own. Robbie.
Well, I consider myself a ring announcer, not a caricature of one, so I'm going to use this microphone here.
Need the old style microphone with the ribbon in it.
Oh, we need something. And what's Robbie do? There's not someone. It's a shoestring. I'll take. Oh,
50-50 raffle. Trigger's jacket. And, folks, if you enter the raffle tonight, you can win Trigger the OG's jacket. It's official.
Trigger doesn't seem too happy about that right now.
Well, someone put my jacket in a raffle.
No, he's. Please. If anyone put anything of mine in a raffle.
The shoes.
Oh, the shoe. No.
I kind of want to win those shoes.
Oh, man, you get these shoes. Burlington Coat Factory, baby. You got those up here?
We got, there is a couple up here now. We're moving up in the world here in small Rhode Island.
That actually, we're moving up in the world. And there is the bell. And Ref Tony, he didn't like the bell you used.
Tony P likes the small bell. I think it's an ego thing.
Well, I like Tony P, so whatever Tony P says is cool with me. He is the man in charge of the action.
He's the official. Right, whatever bell he wants will start this matchup.
Uh-oh. Now these three guys I know very well. Trigger the OG of New England.
He's been on a hot streak as of late.
And it doesn't look like Robbie is going to back down whatsoever. Trigger, off the ropes he goes, off again. Robbie goes down.
And Robbie... confusing Trigger the OG using
once again, Trigger not too happy. I feel like if Robbie continues with these antics, giving his jacket away, making him right, I think he could win this via anxiety attack.
I could see that happening.
I hope so. I want to say that.
Trigger's beard starts falling out. I don't know. Or Trigger's just going to snap, and it could be the end for Robbie. And as of the way Trigger's been acting as of late, I think that might happen more.
Trigger the OG thought that he had Robbie well scouted with that insulting test of strength, but Robbie proving who the bigger man is right now.
The knuckle lock, keeping Trigger down on his knees.
Tony P making it clear that is a legal hold, but Robbie not letting go. Trigger on top now, though. Close call.
Robbie getting the shoulder just off the ground. Taking his time.
So far advanced, we've seen Charlie Cashew, the Riot, Kellen Thomas. Who will be the next to advance? Will it be the OG of New England? Will it be Robbie the Giant from Shortville?
Shortville?
Singular.
You know, this is not the type of matchup I thought we'd see.
And Robbie.
And rather technical for these two gentlemen.
Acrobatic aerial maneuvers by Robbie on display. What's this? Went for the arm drag, but Trigger caught him in a hard shot right to the face. That's not legal.
Using his size advantage to pick Robbie up.
Now that arm drag, that worked.
Sends him off. Robbie going for the pin now. Only two. Now this could be...
And now these fans coming alive. They're loving what they're seeing. They're seeing the underdog, Robbie the Giant. Trigger the OG. I will say, nefarious are his tactics, Trigger the OG, but either of these men would make a worthy candidate in this tournament for the second round. Robbie into the corner, but Trigger.
Going for a monkey flip.
Who's going to get the better of this one?
Oh,
wow!
Trigger. Flipping through it.
Whenever, I'll tell you, whenever Trigger does stuff like that, whether it be, Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Anything. It always.
Oh no!
It always takes me by surprise.
Off the edge of the ring into the guardrail.
Much the way that took Trigger by surprise. And now
Oh
Robbie.
no, look at Robbie.
Going for the suicide dive.
Outside, takes him down, back into the rail.
Right in the front row, these fans getting up close and personal with the stars here at Fight for Farber at the XWA Event Center. Thank you, as always, to the fine folks at XWA for hosting this event. It is a worthy cause, and as I said, everyone is donating their time, their money, their energy to fighting cancer today, including these two we see right here. Let me ask you, what happens if they get counted out? Does someone gets a bye?
Could turn the next match into a triple threat. I guess that'd be the up to the discretion of Paul.
Well, let's not. Yeah, I guess so. I guess Squire's in charge as much as I.
I never thought I'd be saying that.
We need to decide. We can't just keep saying Paul and Squire. We need to decide on one. But in any case, it looks like the count has been broken. Robbie the Giant coming out, and another hard right hand with a closed fist.
And you know, I had fans asking me earlier in the week. They said, if I show up at the door to get tickets, what are my chances of getting a front row seat? You know, it doesn't matter because these two guys are going to bring the action to the fans the way things are looking.
I'll tell you, full disclosure, someone asked me that earlier this week. I tell them pretty good odds, but looking at the crowd, I say the people that got their tickets ahead of time made the right decision. We are almost at capacity here. Every chair is full, and they do not like what they're seeing right now as Tony P continues to count Robbie the Giant.
Oh, there he is. Now he's starting to see him peek out over the edge of the ring. Getting himself back inside somehow at the count of 5.
Oh, my God. He's bleeding. He is bleeding. He has been broken up.
Oh, he is bleeding.
It's all over his face. It's on his hands. This is Robbie going for something. Trigger caught himself. It looks like he might have caught himself in the nose, probably when he hit that guardrail coming out for the suicide dive.
Oh,
Pile
no.
driver
by
Trigger the OG.
Oh, end of it.
Here is your winner, advancing to the second round, Trigger the OG.
Robbie the Giant, as Mark mentioned, looks like he's bleeding from the nose. Referee Tony P calling for some help there. But Trigger the OG picking up the win, advancing on in the tournament alongside Riot Kellen Thomas and young upstart Charlie Cashew. And Robbie the Giant now may have a broken nose, clenching at his face. And just as I expected, Robbie the Giant coming in looking for fun and games, end up getting a fight, a little more than he bargained for. Clenching at his face, and gotta say, everyone back here, we're all concerned about Robbie the Giant. Robbie, I'm sorry you didn't pick up the win, but it was a hell of a fight. We wish you all the best. Let's take it back to Mark.
I had the mic. I'm just saying it wasn't a shade or anything. I like this mic. I feel like I'm at Madison Square Garden. We are down to the final match in the first round of the tournament. Let's go ahead and introduce the competitors. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And it's King Leon. And Squire Paul.
You're not Paul right now.
Oh, no, give him the mic. He does this part.
They're buying water balloons to throw you, so here you go.
Forgot to fill in Mr. Haggerty. Squire likes to do the announcing for King Leon here. Perhaps one of the largest guys here in the tournament tonight. the sixth. As I was saying, probably the largest competitor here in the Fight for Farber tournament as he wipes his feet off on Squire. I don't know why Squire puts up with this sort of thing. But the fans backing King Leon. And are we going to hear more? No. Taking on and a young member training here at the XWA Wrestling Kingdom. And Jalen Brandon not coming to the ring. Maybe the bell? What is this? T Phoenix out here. The was put in charge. The authority figure here tonight, running the locker room for this event.
Now I realize the sign on the wall says XWA, and I know I'm not the Phoenix, but I am a Phoenix. And I just came from the back, and mysteriously, Jalen is laid out.
Oh.
Jalen's laid out? What? Yes, that is in fact what I said.
How? Who in their right mind would have travesty? Who would have done this?
Well, judging by the Burger King crown laying next to him, I'm a little suspicious it may be you.
Always
Listen to
clean
me.
up the scene of the crime.
You can spew all you want, but the fact remains that if Jalen Brandon doesn't come through, well, it looks like I won my first round via forfeit. I mean, so I'm just gonna leave. You go back.
Hold up. We're not going to take a win like that. No, not here today. Here's what I'm going to do. The first person from the back, from the crowd, that steps foot in the ring, they're going to be your opponent.
Anybody? Squire's get. Oh, I thought Squire was about to enter himself.
Perfect.
Wait, he did?
He's your opponent.
He did enter himself. I get. He didn't mean to. What? Oh man. I'm sorry, Squire. And Squire was defending King Leon, saying this wasn't fair for the tournament, but inadvertently ended up inserting himself in the matchup. And this is, I guess, ring the bell. I don't think I'd ever be ringing the bell for King Leon versus Squire.
Dude, what's going on right now? Where is Jalen Brandon? He was beaten up in the back. They found the King's crown next to him.
Yeah. I mean, all signs
No.
point to yes.
No,
but,
you can't do it like that.
You know, Squire stepping in to defend King Leon, saying it was an injustice towards the tournament, ended up inserting himself in the match.
Now this is an injustice to the tournament right here. If the first round ends with, oh wait, Squire!
What?
Oh my God, Squire is going to advance!
Just hit King Leon.
1, 2, 3.
No!
I could have sworn Squire was going to advance and win the whole tournament.
My heart just sank in my chest. I thought Squire was going to have to advance in the tournament he didn't mean to be in.
I mean, it is his show after all.
But I mean, let's be honest.
There's precedent's been set.
Let's be honest. King Leon is a fierce competitor in the area. Squire has maybe had half a match.
Oh my God!
Now he's got half a jaw.
Super kick by the King.
And he's just, come on, King.
And now off with his head.
Come on, King. Just put him out of his misery. And wow, King Leon pulling off the victory after that sneak attack, I guess you could call it, from Squire, who I thought was going to be advancing in this tournament. And we got more.
I just want to say congratulations on advancing to the second round. The second round that starts right now. Bring out his opponent.
Oh,
and we're just
wait a minute.
We're just kicking it right off.
I'm gonna. Oh,
Charlie Cashew's back.
And his opponent, Charlie Cashew.
Oh, and we're gonna start it right off.
Well, I didn't even know this is. As we said, it's single elimination. I didn't know who was going to be coming out. I waited for him to come through the curtain. Charlie Cashew kicks the King, knocks him out. 1, 2.
Oh, King getting out of it.
Just a 2 count. Oh my.
And you know, I guess King could have had a break. He got himself in this situation.
Oh my. Charlie Cashew now in a really bad way. King Leon using all of his own momentum to toss Charlie across the squared circle to the other side.
And Charlie Cashew, he's got a little bit more athletic ability, I would say, than King Leon. But King Leon, he's got that size, he's got that power, as we just saw. That
you
big
do not
kick to the gut.
look. You do not become the high exalted ruler of Beheadia for nothing. This guy, he knows how to fight. And all jokes and jabs aside, this guy has really done a hell of a job earning his place on the professional wrestling scene over the last couple of years. Oh, King Leon the 6th.
I guess you could say King Leon's trying to bust that nut.
Oh, I was going to say that Charlie Cashew is a hard nut to crack, but you know what?
There's plenty more. If Charlie Cash can keep going, this might be the end of it.
I've got a list of nut puns, and I need to save them for the main event. No, 1, 2. Okay.
I was going to say, you might want to start squeezing them in real quick, but Charlie Cashew managing to kick out right after the 2 count.
King Leon went to pick up Charlie Cashew, but Cashew, enough wherewithal to jump right back into the fight. And another hard chop across the chest. That was an open palm slap.
It's probably the 3rd or 4th one we've seen now. I don't know how much more Charlie Cashew can take. Also his second match of the evening. However, Charlie had a little time to recover in between.
King Leon once again tossing his opponent.
Got any flying nut puns?
I don't know. I'll work on them for sure.
Okay. Not something I had in my back pocket there.
I've been celebrating Pride all month, so I used up my nut puns throughout the last 30 days. And now King Leon setting his sights on Charlie Cashew. Cashew slinking underneath, and I don't know.
Oh, big elbow across the face. Charlie trying to reverse his
goes for it again, goes for the same, and
he gets it.
Release belly to back suplex. Not quite enough.
And Charlie Cashew, what was the name of that town he was from?
Nutville, Nebraska.
Nutville. It was Nutville. That's I should have remembered that one.
Just quite convenient, you know? It's like if I was from Haggerty, Pennsylvania. Oh, wait, King Leon. I thought King Leon was going for the pin. Charlie Cashew.
Eating those forearms.
Underneath again, King Leon catches him!
Oh, and down.
Hits him with a black hole slam for a 2 and a no!
Oh, Charlie Cashew kicking out somehow.
And Charlie Cashew, another prime example of a guy who sees this opportunity here today, donating his time.
Donating his time. And one of those guys who filled in last second.
As I said, filling in last second, donating his time, but that donation the come up at the end of today could be huge should he be the winner of this tournament.
And
I'm still pulling for him.
How much it means to him. He's still fighting on here, but this might be the end of it if King can nail this beheadogree. Charlie gets out.
Well, if you know anything about King Leon, it's that he's got that beheadogree.
Oh, again!
All of his opponents having it scouted, went for that Olympic slam again and can't get the pin quite in time. Is it going to be it? Oh, he's just...
So can get him away from those ropes.
Charlie Cascio, and he's going to go for that same submission we saw earlier tonight.
Very smart move there, making sure King Leon can't get the rope break because he...
King Leon, a larger individual
Squire
than
somehow.
was Jay Cruz earlier tonight. Squire, you know, Squire just lost a match to King Leon.
Oh.
King Leon with a roll-up. 1, 2, 3.
And King Leon picking up the victory.
Advancing to the final round, King Leon, the 6th.
And you know, I got to be honest, I kind of feel bad for Charlie Cascio. Look at his chest, the welts on his sternum already from those chops from King Leon.
You feel bad for him. You know, we talked about the opportunity. He's now missed that opportunity, but a hell of a showing from Charlie Cascio here today.
Nothing to be ashamed of at all, but getting distracted by Squire up on the ring apron, taking the schoolboy from King Leon. Unfortunately, Charlie Cascio will not advance into the next set of matches. King Leon will, however, but next we have our second round matchup. We're going to take it back to Mark Haggerty for the official announcement.
Well, since we got that second round match out of the way, let's find out who King Leon's opponent is going to be. The next contest is the next second round match in the tournament, and it is scheduled for one fall.
Oh, it's the OG himself, back again.
Making his way in the ring,
Still no jacket.
hailing from the weighing 217 pounds, the OG of New England,
Trick coming out. I guess his jacket's still in the raffle bin as he makes his way out here very quickly, usually taking his time walking down this ramp. Tonight, almost a sprint to the ring because he knows he's going one-on-one with this man. And this is, I'm pretty happy this match is happening. Trigger the OG, right at Kellen Thomas. Very well versed in each other's movesets. Both men competing over the XWA Firebrand title just a few months back. They've had countless matches against each other, and every time they step in the ring, they elevate it just a little bit higher.
Hey, you know, I'm going to take it a step farther than that. I heard people talking backstage. I'm talking guys on the roster. I'm talking girls on the roster. I'm talking these guys. Everyone here tonight, whether they were in the tournament or not, were hoping that we would see this match at some point, and here it is.
We're getting it. You know, I'm excited, but I'm also a bit nervous. I've seen Trigger stepping up his game lately, bringing on, doing crazier and crazier things to get this match started.
Tony P is my spirit animal, I think, is the end of that sentence.
To Bell. Where was I going? Yeah, Trigger the OG, though, pulling out crazier and crazier moves out of his bag of tricks in order to get these victories. And Kellen Thomas able to keep toe-to-toe with them. This could take it to a whole new level of insanity that we've seen here tonight.
You said it. Now Trigger the OG taking his time with this matchup here. He understands that everything is on the line. This is single elimination. You lose this matchup, you do not make it to the finals. And a reminder, the finals will already feature King Leon the 6th. Oh, Trigger. Now, I don't know if you caught this earlier, brother, but when Trigger the OG was leaving, there's a young gentleman in the front row with his mom, I believe, over there.
I did not catch it, but I can't wait to hear it.
Trigger goes over to this kid. He's balling up his fist. This kid did not back down. He balled him up. He got up in Trigger's face. I dare say that the reason Trigger went to the ring so fast is because he didn't want to go past that kid again.
I mean, some of these
Now,
West
don't tell him I
Warwick
said
fans.
that. Do not tell him I said that.
I will not. And who do you think is going to have this one in the bag?
It's impossible
it's
to
a
tell.
tough call.
As I said, you know, Trigger the OG of New England, it's not just a moniker, it's true. This guy has been up and down throughout New England representing and around the country. You've seen him everywhere from XWA to Wrestling Has It Tomorrow, so on and so forth. Now, Kellen, on the other hand, the first time I ever saw this guy was in a main event for Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling against the most marketable man in wrestling, Richard Holiday. Both of these guys out there proving themselves here today and every day. Whoever hits into the finals against King Leon will have earned it. Trigger the OG, though.
Going with the straight-up shoulder tackle there. Kellen, beautiful leapfrog, followed by a nice high drop kick.
And look at that. Acrobatics on display by Kellen Thomas. Not always something you associate with the Riot, but great to see.
Also, that's what makes this match so great. It's not something you associate with Trigger the OG either, yet he's got it. He's able to do it, and that's what makes this so interesting. If I see both of these men on the top rope at the same time, it will not surprise me.
And Trigger once again utilizing the limit of referee Tony P's count.
Trigger picking a different child to fight with. Hey,
we didn't have much luck with that kid over there.
Try to shoo him out of the building. Well, Trigger may be a pretty carefree individual when it comes to life. He doesn't care about the fans. Doesn't necessarily care about his well-being.
And again, Trigger is going to take a lap around. Oh, He's not even taking a lap. He's leaving, it seems. Trigger the OG now. Trigger coming back in to go against Kellen, and Kellen catches him with a hard left hand. Another.
And I know Trigger with the threats of leaving, but I know how he is. I know. Ooh, that was very, very crafty.
Very crafty.
I know Trigger does not like to lose, and walking out would give him the loss.
You know, as cavalier as he is, as much swag as he represents himself to have, Trigger the OG, just like all 8 of the individuals in this matchup, including Jalen Brandon, who didn't even make it out here, they're all fighting for the same thing here today. They're fighting for Farber, but they're also fighting for that tournament victory.
And it's kind of sad, you know, these guys putting their hearts and their bodies on the line, and then they don't get a chance to compete.
Well, from what I hear, Jalen Brandon has been having trouble with King Leon for a long time. I think it's only a matter of time before that kid gets his comeuppance.
Maybe it was a setup all along. Maybe he was invited to the tournament for the sole purpose of getting beat down.
And now Trigger the OG. Right into the guardrail, that same guardrail that busted Robbie the Giant open earlier.
Has anyone checked on Robbie? It was bleeding out from the face.
I have not checked on Robbie yet.
Tony P saying it didn't look good. Shows you how much heart he has as well. And couldn't quite see what Trigger was doing there. I'm assuming he stomped the leg. Got our cameraman over there on the floor catching all that action. For you guys at home watching this back, we appreciate you. Trigger now taking it back in the ring, go for the pin.
Yeah, wherever you're watching, however you're watching around the world. From border to border and coast to coast, we thank you for supporting us. Hashtag Fight for Farber. Trigger the OG, another close call.
Kellen grabbing those ropes. Trying to stand himself back up. And the way things look right now, Kellen doesn't have much fight left.
Kellen back to the vertical base, but Trigger the OG looking to do something about that. Irish whip into the corner, and Kellen like a house of fire with that clothesline. But, you know, it looks like Kellen might be injured. And it's that same left arm that you were talking about earlier.
You're on, still clenching at it. He's favoring it, holding it up.
Luthez Prez.
And you can notice those weak strikes. I don't think he thought about it. throwing with his left. You can see they weren't making much of an impact on Trigger.
And this guy, you might not think, folks, what's so bad? You know, he's got his left arm hurt. He's got his legs and everything. Imagine you got a 3-legged table. It's just not going to stand. And Kellen, as you see right there.
But imagine that table had a little boost of adrenaline. Could support itself for a little bit longer, and that's exactly what Kellen's doing now.
He is the table of professional wrestling, correct? We are right. And now Trigger going for that same pile driver that put away Robbie earlier.
Oh!
Back body drop by Kellen. Could this be enough?
And Kellen now bravely.
I don't know about this. The Riot ascending to the top turnbuckle, it looks like. But once again, he's got one arm to maintain his balance.
Very dangerous.
There he goes, and Trigger's coming. Kellen. Oh, no!
Oh, no, right to that left arm again.
And that might be it. I don't even know if he's going to be able to. Kellen Thomas.
Barely getting out of it, clenching at that shoulder as well now, and I think Trigger might have just injured that arm even further.
Oh, come on, Trigger. Taking it too far now.
Just threw out a bunch of broken chairs from these guys from last time.
And I needn't remind the fans watching at home, any fans here that can hear me yelling right now, this is not no disqualification. Should Trigger the OG use this chair right now, it is curtains for his chances of winning the tournament.
He's got it wedged in between the top and middle turnbuckle.
And Kellen has no idea. Kellen has no idea that it's over there right now. Trigger the OG already broke Robbie the Giant open. What is he going to do with that chair to Kellen Thomas? Come on, Kellen.
Again, wrenching that
Oh,
shot, but he's wrenching that left arm over the top rope.
And Kellen refusing to relent right now. And that is something that I, as a ring announcer and ancillary performer in this business, I never understand is these guys, the pain that he's going through right now, that's how much this means to him. And honestly, I don't know if I could relate to anything like that. And that's unbelievable when you think about it, what these wrestlers are really doing and what they're doing it for.
And Trigger has got no remorse for what he's doing. He knows that arm is hurt, and he's just relentlessly pulling
he's
it.
an OG. He's from the streets. And right now, wait. Oh, Kellen wisely evading. You got to wonder if he even knew it was there, though. Wait, Trigger the OG. This is it. No! Oh, rolls him up in the victory roll. 2, 3!
Here is your winner, advancing to the final round of the tournament, the Riot, Kellen Thomas.
Kellen Thomas picking up a huge victory, moving forward in the tournament. You see those streamers being returned that were thrown to Kellen earlier. He gave them back to the fans, said, I think you guys are going to need these again, and he was correct. We saw him get back.
And Trigger the OG in the ring. And then back. And Trigger the OG tossing those streamers back from whence they came. Congratulations to Kellen Thomas. Hey, you know the production people knew I was kidding when I was making fun of the mic, right? I feel so bad about that. I love the mic, dog.
Right.
I love it.
I think they live up there. They just, they don't take it
Oh my God, are
personally.
they listening? Oh, now I feel even, oh my God. Well, at least they're not telling me what to say, but hey, no one needs to tell me what to say because the things I'm seeing in the ring are telling me what to say. This is
incredible.
unbelievable.
It's an incredible turnout. It's incredible action. These performers are putting their hearts on the line for Dana Farber, for this fundraiser, and it's incredible. Thank you, everybody.
Hashtag Fight for Farber. Folks, we got so much more.
You folks ready to continue the show? All right, that was abysmal. I get it. You guys didn't win, okay? I'd be upset too. But you got to give us some love. This is Fight for Farber after all. You ready for some more action? All right, let's go. Let's kick things off with the second half of Fight for Farber.
And I am John Roy, starting off part 2 of the Fight for Farber here at the XWA Event Center. All benefits go to the Dana Farber Institute. And our referee for the second half of our show, referee Tyler Calloway. This is a non-tournament match An exhibition match, if you will. And it's a great sound to be hearing this song because I know who it is. He is the young man who was taken out earlier.
Jalen Brandon, supposed to be in the first round of the tournament and something happened. I'm going to let you.
Jalen Brandon.
He wants that mic.
He wants the middle mic. This kid's got some guts on him. Getting jumped backstage. Probably disappointed he couldn't compete tonight.
I didn't come here to get jumped in the back. I came here to fight. And King, clearly your hitman didn't do a good job because I'm here, I'm standing, and I'm ready to fight. So, why don't you get your butt back out here and come face me like a man?
Jalen Brandon calling out King Leon, or King Leon's hitman. And oh no. And I guess this is King Leon's hitman, the guy that took out Jalen Brandon earlier. And Darley Desimo, the T is silent, taking the microphone. Let's hear his response.
Come on, First and foremost, I don't know if you guys know this, but the name is Double D Darley Desimo, D-N-R-L-E-Y-D-E-S-A-M-O, or hold up, don't just say the T, because the T is silent, you understand me? And what you really need to understand here, is this day is not for no Dana Farber, no, this is for Double D Darley Desimo, because the spotlight is on me, you understand me?
Well,
this night is for me, you understand?
Spotlight's
and
on.
I just could not resist on coming out here and facing Popcorn Boy again. I really could. So here's the thing, Popcorn Boy, I'm all warmed up, I'm ready to go. How about you go one-on-one with the superstar Double D Darley Desimo tonight, huh?
Clearly you can't get enough of me. So, how about we do that then? And I just end it here.
Big words from Jalen Brandon. Darley Desimo referencing him as the popcorn guy. And that stems back to here on Thursday Night Throwdowns. Jalen Brandon started off working concessions, being attacked by Darley Desimo. Well, Darley Desimo calling out an opponent. Jalen Brandon was the one to step up, and now I guess Darley's holding that against him, attacking him backstage.
I'll tell you, if XWA actually ever books me, I hope it's a death match against that microphone hanging above the ring. And now the roll-up by Jalen.
Darley.
And missing with the clothesline. Darley hoping to scoop him up right there.
Oh.
And once again with the roll-up. Unbelievable. You got to give this kid credit. I was over there, you know, as Darley was giving his whole soliloquy. So I don't know exactly what you've covered yet. But for this kid to get jumped the way he did and then to come out here and not only demand a fight, but demand a fight against the guy who, for all intents and purposes, was responsible for it.
Yeah, Jalen Brandon, Darley called him the popcorn boy because, like I said, that's how he started.
Oh!
And Jalen just wants some retribution. This kid's got heart. He's not the biggest guy, not the strongest guy, but he's quick. He's agile, and he can fly.
And look at that. He definitely can. Weighing in, according to my notes, at 145 pounds, which in a lot of instances might be a hindrance, but for the way he's been flying around the ring and evading Darley Desimo so far.
Well, it's Darley Desimo. The T is silent, and he will let you know that, so I'll make sure your butt's covered for that one.
I will say Darley's name how I choose.
How I choose that. I won't tell him.
And I appreciate that.
I won't tell him. But, yeah.
I will say his name exactly how I choose. I do not care what he says. But again, how do you say it?
Darley Desimo.
Okay,
the
good.
T is silent.
Thank God. I don't want to, you know, he's a big guy. He's one of the biggest guys back there right now.
He is. He's a physical specimen. The guy has muscles. He's got power. He's no short man either. He's got some height on him. And if you're going pound for pound, Darley definitely has the advantage here. But like I said, Jalen's quick, and I think he can outmaneuver Darley if he can get himself back on his feet.
Darley says he's feeling that. I think these fans are feeling Darley, or at least
Darley's feeling Darley.
A few of these fans are feeling Darley. Although I don't think they like what he said earlier about this night being about him. As we've said time and again, stress this night is Fight for Farber. It's for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston.
2.
Darley might be from Boston, but he's not the Boston charity that we're fighting for tonight.
Not at all. Darley fighting for himself, very selfishly.
He's fighting for himself, but so is Jalen Brandon, a firsty. I love a guy with 2 first names. You can trust a guy with 2 first names.
Jalen Brandon. It's got a nice ring to it.
It does.
And that rope, I'm not sure that rope has a nice taste to it.
I was going to say, that is a nice ring to it, but that rope doesn't have a great feel to it, especially when it's being raked across your eyes by a guy like Darley. Darley, no stranger to these fans, no stranger to anyone, not even the powers that be down at the PC and WWE. This guy has been on everyone's radar for a long time, and he is making a mark here tonight at Fight for Farber.
Well, the man's no stranger. He grabs that microphone, makes sure everybody's listening. Like I said, he's a physical specimen. He's a great athlete, and it's no surprise he's showing up more and more, popping up in important places.
I'll tell you, and this is 100% true, I'd be saying to this, even if the microphone wasn't on, I consider myself a pretty smooth talker, but when this guy came out and started talking, I was worshiping at the altar of Darley Decimo. Well, why doesn't he spell it? That's not my business. And look at this vertical suplex.
Perhaps it should end in an H. Decimo.
Well,
Darley.
As I said, a few fans here making some noise. Not necessarily that fan in particular, but some of the fans here.
They want to see little Jalen Brandon have a chance at this. He lost out on his shot in the tournament. This is a one-off matchup here.
These guys right here, a non-tournament match. The first non-tournament match of the evening. Got a couple more. Got a women's match coming up, a tag team encounter, and then, of course, the finals of the tournament. These guys right here, at least Darley, seeking to steal the show. These fans chanting for popcorn.
Chanting for popcorn.
And I don't think they're chanting it egregiously. I think they're chanting it in favor of their favorite popcorn boy, Jalen Brandon, who's coming alive again. Sort of a shining wizard into a Hurricane Rana. Darley taken off his own base by his own momentum. Back elbow.
Oh!
And a sling blade. These fans are having a great time here today at the XWA Event Center. The rain is cleared. We threw some balloons at Squire across body. One, two.
Darley kicking out. Quite a few balloons, I should add. I saw Squire when he walked in the back. Soaked head to toe. And
well, we also dumped the entire bucket of water on him, too.
That I did not know.
But my point in general is these fans have been having a great time. And imagine if, wait, don't pull the referee in front of you. I was going to say Jalen on his way to victory just a moment ago. And what a Cinderella story that would be.
He was sent inside out. Big clothesline from Darley. And unfortunately for Jalen, I think this might be the end of it. I don't know how much more he's got left in the tank.
And hoisting the rag doll that is his opponent up onto the top turnbuckle. Jalen, I don't know. He might be on Dream Street. He's on spaghetti legs, certainly. But he's in a really bad position. Fighting back.
Oh, he got him
now.
off. Darley, catching the boot.
However, Jalen, and now Jalen going for it.
Tornado DDT. This could be it, Jalen. You got to get up on your feet. Get the pin.
Jalen, his eyes are transfixed on his opponent standing across the ring from him. He knows it's time. These fans are chanting popcorn. Drop kick, something of a mule kick, landing on his own back there. Darley.
Jalen, he's fighting through it. You can see he's a little off center here from being attacked earlier. But now he's going up high.
Jalen up high. And these fans, oh,
he missed!
Popcorn might have popped a rib right there, and double underhook into the mat he goes, and that's gonna be it. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Jalen. Darley Decimo picking up the victory once again over young Jalen Brandon. However, as we stated, it was a non-tournament matchup. Darley does not advance. He does not compete again tonight. But I'm sure we'll be seeing his face around this building, around New England, very frequently in the near future. Give it up for Jalen for fighting through the pain, fighting through the previous beating to come out here and stand up for himself. And speaking of guys taking the pain from earlier and fighting through it, Robbie the Giant, I got a chance at intermission to talk to Robbie backstage, check him out, and he's got an egg under his eye. His eye is completely almost black. It's so purple. I don't know if there's bone damage, but he is here. He wants to see how this competition ends. He hasn't gone to the hospital yet. We wish Robbie all the best.
Well, that's good news. He's doing all right. Bad news. But I'll give you some good news. I just got word from Paul Rich that we have today, these fans here today, water balloons, buying merchandise, buying tickets, supporting us. They have raised $955 for Dana-Farber.
$955.
I'm going to go tell these fans I'll be right back.
Well, Mark Haggerty is about to deliver the good news. I'll state it again. $950 are going to be donated to the Dana-Farber Institute, and that is all thanks to everyone in this crowd, everyone online, everyone watching the show. The number will only continue to rise the more you help us out, guys. We thank you so much. Take it back to Mark.
Well, I was over here doing commentary. I was like grabbed by someone behind the curtain, and they told me to pass some information along to you guys. And that is that today, each and every one of you guys, whether it was buying water balloons, buying tickets, however you gave money to us today, we have successfully raised $955.
Give it up for yourselves, everybody.
Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston, Massachusetts. Guys, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And you know, we got a full house here today, and to just look at the number of people here, to think about the math I'm doing, just to think about how much you guys have given, that means so much to us. So thank you so much for being here for that, seriously.
But one time I'll clap for you guys. Thank you for all your support.
Now, I've noticed something about the show so far. We've been seeing a lot of dudes out here so far, which is fine with me. It's Pride Month. I love it. But, you know, I'd like to see some ladies wrestling. How about you folks? How about some women's wrestling action for you? The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Heart is you, you're a pal and a confidant.
With the cheesecake.
Introducing first, ashamed to say,
Making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida. She is the Golden Girl,
Coming out to the Golden Girls theme, she is the Golden Girl, and I have the pleasure of seeing Corinne wrestle a few times in the past. And she's growing up against a young competitor I am not familiar with. But right now, Corinne's looking like she's having a good time. She's here for the cause. She brought the cheesecake. She's got the Golden Girls fan. It's just a little treat for the fans. Another non-competition matchup. Here, we saw the previous one, Darley Decimo, Jalen Brandon. Now we've got a women's match.
her opponent.
And up next, we'll have a tag team match, but bringing out her opponent,
Boston, Massachusetts, this is Becky!
Just Becky. Becky coming out here with an attitude, smug look on her face, doesn't care about the fans. And as I mentioned, my first time seeing Becky here, coming out and got the boxing shoes on. I'm not sure what type of competitor she is. Looking forward to it and seeing what she has to say.
Did you all think you were getting picture-perfect Sierra today? Yeah. Oh, well, nobody cares. And instead you get me. Yeah. Yeah, see, Sierra didn't want to get her hands dirty. And now, after looking at Corin? Whatever. Doesn't matter. I can see why. And, I don't really want to touch her either. So, well, I'm here because I care about charity. I care so much about charity. I'm just so passionate. But charity, yeah, charity.
Give it up for charity.
And the thing is, though,
My favorite club worker.
I can't have cheesecake. Yeah, I'm keto, and so I can't have like carbs, gluten, sugar, basically everything disgusting that's in cheesecake, because it's gross.
And them's is fighting words by Becky. Becky with no last name. And Tony Pete calling for the tiny bell.
Well, let's hope she's better at wrestling than she is at talking trash, because it doesn't seem like Corinne Mink.
I think she just doesn't like cheesecake.
That's what it was about.
It was about the cheesecake.
You know what it is? It's just the keto brag is what it is. It's like
Keto
vegans.
brag.
It's
I
like, I
gotcha.
can't eat that. I'm vegan. Did I mention I'm vegan? I've been vegan. No, I'm kidding. But now,
to each their own.
Wait. I'm missing this. We're having our own fun, but these two having an arm wrestling match to start this thing out.
I guess it's quick win there by Corinne. And I guess it's the smartest move to do if you don't want to touch your opponent.
Well, so Corinne won the arm wrestling match. Tony Pete counted a 3. I don't know what to do right now.
The hand got pinned. The shoulders were not pinned.
Ah, yes, sir. Yes.
I mean, I'm not too sure.
Now, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, they're declaring a thumb war.
A thumb war.
Oh, they're doing.
I forget how it goes too. Can't finish the rhyme for you.
Corinne and I are from the same generation. I think I don't think Becky knew it either.
Just Becky too.
Do kids have thumb wars anymore?
I'm sure it's an app.
I'm sure. I was gonna say the exact. I think that's probably there probably is like a shooter called Thumb Wars.
A thumb war is a shoot down the incoming thumbs.
I'm looking it up on the air.
This thumb war brawl continues outside the ring, and
This is unbelievable. Thumb warring, the likes of which I've never seen before, and now the rolling of the thumb. This is thumb warring at its finest.
Rolling thumb war? I think Tony P is just as confused as we are.
Oh, wait, and it looks. Oh, the thumbs! The thumbs are still in contention.
Got to break it up at the 4 count.
These fans.
I think it's the first time these fans have seen a thumb war in a wrestling ring.
Yes, there is a game called Thumb Fighter. It has 4.4 stars, and it seems to be a thumb wrestling animated thumb wrestling
That one
game.
kind of looked like Corinne there. Let's get the,
That one, yeah,
the
that one with
headband.
that one with the mustache looks like me. And now Corinne getting the cha-cha slide going.
Becky getting out of dodge.
Well, Becky doesn't like cheesecake. She doesn't like dancing. She's no good at thumb wrestling. And the double axe handle.
I'm sure she didn't like that either.
She did not see that coming.
Eats the canvas now up against that pole. Corinne calling for silence. And that chop was for the cheesecake. That one's for being keto. Are we going to get a third? Oh, we are. This one's going to be for the raffle
Corinne.
kid.
Uh-oh, Becky. Oh, and Becky evades it. Becky evading disaster. Now Becky back in this match for the first time in a long time.
Much of this match taking place outside the ring as Becky delivers those forearms to the chest of Corinne. Getting back inside now.
And Becky with a handful of hair and that bow in Corinne's hair. And again, I hope Tony P is looking, because it looks to me that Becky is taking advantage right now.
I think Tony P is looking at that cheesecake in the corner. He keeps eyeballing it. Becky on the throat.
Releasing it right on the 4 count once again. Becky knows the rules of the ring. That is clear. And I think what I said before, she is a much better competitor inside the ring than she is about talking trash. And that's no slight against what she said. I think that Corinne Mink is just not an easily swayed individual.
I'll agree with that one.
And Becky.
Becky into the corner now with that knee.
And what's this going to be? A suplex. Vertical suplex. Becky. Just Becky.
Pin. Just Becky.
B-E-C-K-Y. Becky.
Oh my God,
B-E-C-K-Y
Becky.
because she said so, my friend.
Because she said so. Now that we ran out of nut puns, we can go for the Becky jokes.
And Becky maintaining the grip until broken by Corinne in a desperation maneuver. Corinne.
Crawling for the cheesecake.
Crawling for that. That's her spinach.
The cheesecake crawl.
And again, Becky hammering Corinne her way into the corner, climbing up onto the second rope. And then shot after shot.
And I think Becky might have she might have underestimated her opponent now, but Corinne.
Corinne.
Hooking the legs, using her size.
She's going to powerbomb.
No!
Sit down right in the center of the ring, but Corinne.
Pulling Becky right off that top turnbuckle.
Corinne rolling out, perhaps out of self-preservation, not going for the pin right away. She's going for that cheesecake. Oh, she's going for that cheesecake.
Cheesing up.
These fans are chanting for the cheesecake. They chanted for popcorn. They chanted for cheesecake. These fans in Warwick love food.
They love the food here. Well, Triple H cheesecake spit.
And there we go. She is ready and raring to go. Straight from the retirement homes of Miami, Florida. She is the golden girl with the B. Arthur press.
They train them to be quick in the nursing home, apparently.
Well, it's a leg drop.
Going for the pin, hooks the leg. Becky kicking out. Just Becky. It's going to be that keto diet keeping her going.
For another one and misses it. Becky evading disaster. Becky again grabbing a handful of hair, tossing her into the corner where she's done her best work so far in this matchup. And it's going to be a running bulldog, but I don't know if she got all of it.
Kind of loose around the head there. Still getting Corinne down on the canvas.
Corinne back into the corner. Well acquainted with those corners at this point. And going for another bulldog. This time, Corinne
shoving her off.
Knew what to look for on that equation. Dropping Becky right on the Becky.
Oh my.
Spangled across her backside.
Oh my God, Becky's grabbing her butt.
And it looks like she might have maintained some damage there to her tailbone, but not enough to not get that kick. And wait, what is this? Becky with her feet on the ropes. And Tony P saw it.
Tony P,
How could he not? It
senior
was,
official here.
It was blatant and obvious.
In the corners. Perhaps that's what she was trying to get at the whole time.
And Corinne Mink back there. And here comes Becky. Corinne Mink underneath she goes, scooping her up.
Becky almost taking out Tony.
And there she goes. Absolutely beautiful. Shades of Betty White.
Corinne picking up the victory. Corinne picking up the victory for the cheesecake. Becky underestimating her opponent. Kind of winded during the majority of that match.
Keep it going, everyone, for the Golden Girl, Corinne Mink.
I don't think she's thanking Becky for being a friend right now. Becky coming out here, insulting Cheesecake, insulting Corinne, insulting the fans, and came back to bite her in the Becky. Becky not looking too happy. She took the loss there in this matchup. And still out here, that Cheesecake still on the side of the ring. But coming up next, we've got tag team competition as we wrap up the rest of these exhibition matches here at the Fight for Farber. We've got your main event coming up. Don't miss that. King Leon, Kellen Thomas. And right now, we'll take it back to Mark Adam Haggerty as he eyes that Cheesecake and is about to announce our next competition.
Don't spend that all in one place, Tony P. Tony P, everybody! I like whoever moved. Gotta keep the refs on their toes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your semi-main event of the afternoon.
A semi-main.
It is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. One fall!
And your first tag team, Team España, Jose and Josby.
Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the barrios of España. They're weighing at 421 pounds, Jose Josby, Team España, a.k.a. the Hispanic Mechanics.
The Hispanic Mechanics. Coming here to play with some tools, I suppose, as they take on a team, another team I have not seen before in the Stepdads. So we'll see what they're all about. Hose B, mouthing off at one of the fans. Team España, very unorthodox. Also very unorthodox in appearance anyway. This tag team, the Stepdads. And the stepdads, appropriately dressed for their namesake, coming out here to take on Team Hispania. And this is quite the eclectic tag team match, if I say so myself. Jose and Hose B, unorthodox moveset. We've got the stepdads, just a couple of unorthodox looking guys.
Ask me what I think about the stepdads. They're trash.
They're trash.
They're trash.
I have not seen the stepdads perform before.
Let me tell you, not so long ago, I was the general manager of Truly Independent Wrestling in Lanesboro, Massachusetts. I was the general manager for a year, and these sacks of garbage in the ring right now are part of the reason that I'm no longer there. But it's a new day, it's a new promotion, we're fighting for a good cause. May the best team win, I say.
There we
but
go.
They're trash.
But they're trash. May the best trash team.
I'm pulling for
best.
the Hispanic Mechanics, Team Hispania. Jose and Hose B. These fans.
Stepdad A and Stepdad B?
Yeah, I believe so. That is Radley Belmont with the hat on right now. The Rad Dad, Radley Belmont, and the gentleman in the shorts behind him. Talking with our referee is Papa Bear, Wade Kruger.
Papa Bear. Looks like he knows how to throw his weight around there.
Oh, these guys definitely do. They are the current reigning TIW Tag Team Champions. And that's not for nothing. Now these guys, Jose, Hose B, another couple of guys who can trace their roots to Pat Buck and Wrestle Pro and Create a Pro and Pro Wrestling Syndicate and all that stuff down in New York and New Jersey.
A lot of great talent coming out of there.
Really unbelievable guys. They've been seen on Impact Wrestling, have Team Hispania in the past. And now the referee calling for the bell. Our timekeeper taking care of it, and now Wade Kruger.
I was being handed our beautiful championship trophy here. We've got our main event match coming up next.
You know what else?
Can't wait for that
they
one.
beat me in a softball game at the same... You know, they played dirty. It was the fans against me.
Stepdad's playing dirty softball?
Yeah, believe it. I know you don't believe it. Believe it. Take it from me.
Believe it.
You don't trust me?
I don't know if I can trust stepdads.
Oh, they are...
Every stepdad video I've seen online doesn't end well.
They are dancing. Oh, no. The conga line is starting, it looks like. Wade Kruger, though, not going to follow suit. Jose. Scoop slam by Papa Bear.
The dad bod slam.
Dad bod slam. Oh!
Oh, right down, almost on his own headband. That would have been a little bit of an injustice.
And Papa Bear dropping the heat.
And how much did you say Papa Bear was weighing in at?
Well, the team themselves weigh in at 502 much.
Just imagine that.
502 much. Now that could be 502. It could be 590. It could be anything.
Do the math.
I know that Radley Belmont says that he's slimming down. I clock Radley Belmont at a lean, maybe 220, 230. So that means that Wade Kruger is picking up the rest of the slack. Got to be at least 300 pounds.
Even so, though, someone that size, dropping that elbow down on your chest, no matter how big you are, you're going to feel it. It's going to affect your breathing throughout the match.
And adding insult to injury, the Papa Bear from the Barrio now over there wearing...
Papa Barrio.
Wearing Jose's head handkerchief. I don't know.
Can I call it a do-rag?
I don't think it is a do-rag.
It's a headband.
I don't think you and I should be having this conversation.
Probably not. Let's get back to the action there.
Like the YouTube comments right now are going to be indicting. They're going to be an indictment of our professionalism.
I'm just trying to get things correct. Please help me.
Bandana's the word I was looking for.
You guys can...
It's not like they just invented the word. My God. Now Radley Belmont with a pretty rad drop kick. Team Hispania not been looking so good so far.
I got to say, big fan of Rad Dad's ring gear. It's,
absolutely.
Pretty fancy stuff. As Hose B shoots him off the ropes, Rad Dad hanging on. And I don't know if he's lecturing him. And don't stay on your computer past midnight.
He's saying something. Hose B.
What? Okay. I mean, guys trying to drop down each other.
Well, whatever they're doing right now, Hose B trying to keep up with Radley Belmont. And Radley Belmont trying to keep up with Hose B. These fans trying to keep up with what's going on.
Little drop down competition. Hose B dropping down over the top rope outside the ring. Jose there looking a little confused as to what's going on with his tag partner. And Papa Bear just kind of shaking his head, wondering what's up as well. But Rad Dad's soaking in the achievement.
Hose B gonna enter the equation once again as Jose picks up his post on the outside of the ring. Hose B with a different game plan, double axe handle but misses. Radley Belmont tosses him off the ropes once again. Oh, wait.
3, 4, 5 lucha passes now, makes the tag. Hose B still going.
Now they should have learned from Trigger the OG that this is, I guess, a possibility.
So I guess we'd have consider that a running hose.
You know, I'm not Isaac Newton, but
Yeah, those ropes are a little loose. Hose B slowing down.
Just like a Newton's cradle or a drinking bird or one of those things, he's not going to stop till someone stops him.
But just like Newton's law of gravity, it must come down.
That's right, face first, right into the canvas. And folks, this has been an unbelievable show so far. We've seen a lot. We've seen tournament action. We've seen non-tournament action. Women's wrestling tag team action. But up next is the big one, the main event, the tournament final between the Riot Kellen Thomas and King Leon VI.
For the trophy.
This absolutely gorgeous trophy we've got here.
This thing sitting by the announce table. It's got to be about 3 feet high, 3.5 feet high.
Yeah, there's a guy on it looking for a hug.
I was going to say, looks rather friendly there. He's got a brown finger.
What does it say? Did you just pull it? Oh my God, you just pulled its head off.
I can glue it back on. Where's the tape?
It has a... It says the Fight for Farber Trophy 2019.
2019.
And it is beautiful.
My contacts aren't in. The text is a little blurry, so thank you for...
Yeah, I didn't see it at first. Wait. Is that the phone book?
That is
that the phone book, Radley?
I guess the stepdads aren't too keen on technology.
Well, I know they've been known to put their opponent over their knee.
Is that a white and yellow combo phone book? Those things are big money nowadays.
And Jose, a brief showing earlier in the match, but back to prove himself here. Both of these teams, Studio City, California, the Barrios of Spain, they came a long way. They did not come here to lose. And think about that, too. A lot of these guys, they're involved in this tournament here tonight. This is just a one-off, best of the best matchup between two teams, two very well-traveled teams. They've got one chance to prove themselves, and they're all giving it their all.
I think Rad Dad has just about had enough of Team España. Needs to get to that corner. Tag in Papa Bear. I feel like I need to say that with an accent. Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. And then the boys from the Barrio dropping down on the Rad Dad. Going to go for the pin in 1, 2. Wade Kruger on the outside looking...
Only a 2 count.
Looking concerned in Wade Kruger, but didn't go for the breakup. Had full faith in his partner. Gotta wonder how much faith he has left, though, as Radley Belmont, the victim of a verbal tirade from Hose B.
It's a hell of a sentence right there.
Yes. Well, you know, I don't wrestle. I don't do any of that. I feel like I've only got so much. I might as well do it. I might as well do it well.
You do it well.
I feel like it's a lot of those sleeper cell sentences that you've never heard or spoken before, where if I say it out loud, a Russian agent might activate.
Hopefully, no one in this match or the main event is a Russian sleeper. Could be bad news for us.
I feel like the head you might have been part of the USSR, but I do not know. I cannot tell you. Haven't been able to find it on a map, just like neither team here has been able to find a pinfall yet in this contest. The first and only tag team match here at Fight for Farber. Once again, folks, please, if you're watching the show on YouTube, wherever you're watching it, I don't know exactly where it's going to be streaming, but if you're watching it, if you want to talk about it, please do, and use the hashtag #FightForFarber.
Yes, and you can let us know how you feel about our appropriation of the bandana.
Absolutely. I'm opening the floodgates now to lots of tweets.
And
Jose, clothesline, look at that. Knocking Radley Belmont out of those ivory boots.
you don't have to tell us. Jose now isolating Rad Dad on that into that corner again, getting Hoseby back in the ring, and Team España using those quick tags to their advantage, keeping the other one fresh. However, they're leaving Papa Bear off on the side there.
No, Big Bear's fine. They're from California. Big Bear's a nice ski resort.
I'll have to take your word for that. I've never been out to California.
Well, I am from Long Beach, California, born and bred, and I am excited to see my fellow compatriots here, but not excited to see the way that they're being manhandled. But again, they're trash.
How far is Long Beach from Nutville, Nebraska?
From Nutville, Nebraska, I'd have to GPS it.
Or Behead you be a little closer, possibly.
And once again, Hoseby going in.
2.
And this is an unbelievable matchup so far.
I'm waiting for Papa Bear to get in that ring. He's been fresh. He's been out in that corner for the majority of this matchup. As soon as he gets in, it could be big trouble for Jose and Hoseby. They're pretty much halfway worn down. I'd say Rad Dad is just about on empty, but Papa Bear still got a full tank.
And in case anyone at home was wondering, it is exactly 21 hours and 18 minutes from Nutville to Long Beach as Radley Belmont misses the tag right there. And Jose! I tried looking up ahead. You still can't find anything on it.
Still can't find it, huh?
Everything. They're these really weird...
No, I don't think he allows Google to go in and plot out the location.
They're these strange GeoCities homemade websites. I don't know what they are.
You see Papa Bear just completely eating that clothesline right through Jose into Hoseby.
I think Jose might be Jose's Bay. I don't know.
Jose's
maybe.
Bay.
But you're right about that. Papa Bear don't care. That's the hashtag. Papa Bear don't care here today, as both members of Team España are feeling his wrath.
Starting to think Papa Bear's impervious to pain. He's ran right through those clotheslines.
Oh, and he told him just like a dad, I'll show you. I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. He's going to make him smoke a whole carton of cigarettes next.
Smoke a carton of cigarettes.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! And Papa Bear, that was not what you should have done. And there he goes, dropping him down with a flatliner, downward spiral, whatever you call it. Gripping the leg, but I don't think he notices that Hoseby is right behind him, interrupting the count with a double axe handle.
Very slow pin breakup. You can tell, you can see it on Team España's faces. They're pretty worn out. But both of these guys, now Papa Bear, Hoseby, fighting to win this matchup for the respective teams, and Papa Bear delivers with a big shot to the head.
And Papa Bear, look at that, just a clubbing fist. What's he gearing up for now? Once again, he's going for it. Oh, no! The charge coming from Hoseby that time. But Papa Bear, once again, Papa Bear don't care. Dropping him down. STO.
Hoseby barely getting him up. You can see how much Papa Bear weighs there just by Hoseby's maneuver.
No. Radley went for the cutter. Hoseby with a side crescent kick. And now Hoseby and Jose have Radley Belmont right where they want him. Kick right to the face, dropping him down. And that's going to be all she wrote.
Jose going for the pin. Is he going to get it? No!
No!
No, I had my hand on this.
You're my witness. I grabbed the mic. I turned it on.
The mic. I was about ready to ring that bell. I'm glad I didn't. Referee Calloway giving me the signal. Only 2 as this match continues in our co-main event. Semi-main event.
Semi-main event once again. Your next matchup here tonight. The final contest of the evening for this beautiful trophy. The Fight for Farber tournament. But this fight is not over as Papa Bear back in the fight himself. smelling blood in the water. Do bears swim? I think bears swim.
I'm sure bears can swim. They catch salmon.
That is a fair point, my friend. A fair point. Bears do catch salmon, but Team Hispania caught themselves a bear.
Papa Bear does look pretty buoyant as well.
He does, and now going to roll him up. But again, Radley
Two.
Belmont is the one this time, breaking it up. This is exceptional action we're seeing right here. These guys are going to the absolute limit.
And you can see both established tag teams. You know, they know each other like the backs of their hands, which is making this matchup even more interesting. They both work well together.
Stunner, but oh no. Hose B falling to the outside. Radley Belmont unable to capitalize. Here comes Jose. Radley into the corner. Hits him with a splash. Papa Bear out of the way, and here he comes. And Papa Bear, here he comes. European uppercut, blind tag by Radley Belmont.
Big Papa punch.
Big Papa punch, that's right. Drops him down,
no.
inverted suplex, or atomic drop rather. Knee to the face. The stepdads, 1, 2, and broken up again. You know, I said
These guys want the win.
The tournament matches, yes, everything is on the line. But this, the women's match, the match earlier with Jalen Brandon, these matches are winner take all, prove yourself if you can type bouts. And these guys are putting it all on the line here today in Warwick.
That's absolutely right. These guys keep on going. Just when I think it's about to end, everyone gets another breath of air. And right now the stepdads firmly in control.
If this is what I think it's going to be, they are going to be going for the Dad's Day device.
The Dad's Day device?
The Dad's Day device.
To control the weather?
I'm going to call it the Father's Day device. And wait a minute.
Taking out his own Father's Day device.
Brilliant call, my friend. Brilliant call. And does the same to Wade Kruger.
It's the family-friendly way to put that. As Team Hispania back in control.
Good thing they're already Papas, because I don't see many more in their future. As Radley Belmont, we've said it before, the worst place to be, up on that top. Dropping him down into the cutter.
Straight
it's
into the
all
cutter.
Team Hispania right here.
3. And you know, I'm kind of glad it wasn't, well, I'm not glad. I'm sure Dana Farber and Squire and Paul are glad that it wasn't Charlie Cashew taking those kind of low blows in the ring, because who knows the puns I would have come up with.
Oh my gosh, of course. And Team Hispania picking it up here at the XWA Center. Once again, we want to say thank you to the XWA and XWA Center. We joked before about, or I joked about the microphone. Oh, wait a minute.
Is he calling for the...
He's not calling for the micro...
He's taking his belt off?
He's calling for the belt.
Calling for the music to cut?
He's asking for the cut the music.
Here we go. And I thought the stepdads were the one who were supposed to use their belts.
Well, I was just talking about our fine hosts here at the XWA, and these guys, oh, come on.
The match is over, guys. It's not even for the tournament.
Come on, what are you doing? Oh!
Papa Bear with a ribbon distraction. Ooh.
Oh, and he's going to give him a spanking.
Drop toe
That's
hold.
what stepdads do, but they shouldn't if you think about it, because it's not their kid.
Not this year.
Should let mom do it, really.
Let mom do it.
Like, it's weird when the dad does it.
Especially the stepdad.
A little taste of their own medicine. Hose B taking it in the B.
Take it. I was just so enamored with what was going on in the ring. Forgot that was not part of the matchup. And what a tag team matchup, ending in a bizarre fashion with a belt lashing, as the stepdads celebrate. They're in the ring. They're still standing. And now, folks, the moment we've been waiting for, the moment the show has built towards, your main event tournament. And guys, I just want to say thank you again to everybody. Marissa, our loyal fan here, winning the raffle. We got the fans. We've donated over $950 to the Dana-Farber Institute, but right now is for all the marbles. It's for the trophy, for the victory of the Dana-Farber tournament. Right now, we'll take it to Mark to kick off our main event.
Once again, folks, we want to thank you for being here. Post your pictures throughout social media. Please use the hashtag #FightForFarber. We don't have a real social media thing going on Twitter or Instagram, so those hashtags really help us see what you guys are seeing. It helps us improve because we hope to do this again. Once again, $955 isn't anything to laugh at or sniff at or anything like that. That's a big deal. And if we can keep doing stuff like that, that's a big deal too. $985. We're making even more money. Holy jeez Louise, that's awesome. Well, as you can see, Fight for Farber, head referee, senior official Tony P is holding the trophy that is going to go to the winner of our main event. Are you ready? Are you folks ready for the main event? Are you ready for the $1,000? That guy was ready for the main event. Heck yeah, thank you, sir.
Another 50, rounding up our 950 to 1,000 by our fans here. We love you guys. Thank you.
Before I was interrupted by that amazing gesture.
It's a good interruption.
Are you folks ready for your main event? Are you ready for the final round of the tournament? This is the final round in the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament. It is scheduled for one fall.
Squire not looking too happy after taking that beating from King Leon, getting pelted with water balloons for the cause. And Squire now with the chair. Squire applauding for King Leon, hiring a hitman to take out his first opponent here, going into a second matchup in the Fight for Farber tournament. He defeated Squire. His opponent was taken out. Squire entered the ring not knowing he'd be the next opponent. Go back and check that out. I'm sure you guys are watching it. You already know what happened. Squire was defeated. King Leon went on to defeat another round one victor, Charlie Cashew. An impressive competitor, did not pick up the victory, allowing King Leon to move on to the third and final round for the trophy. And King Leon, I think he's upset he didn't win the raffle, and I think he's going to take that frustration out on this man, Riot Kellen Thomas. And Kellen defeating young upstart Notorious AJP. Beginning of the show. Going on again to defeat Trigger the OG in his second round contest. Brings us to now. King Leon VI versus Riot Kellen Thomas for the Dana-Farber trophy. This is your tournament victor. This is your main event as Kellen makes his way around the ring, thanking the fans for their donations, as do I. Generous fan, I didn't catch who it was. Thank you for your last $50 donation, rounding up our pot to $1,000 that will be donated to the Dana-Farber Institute. And with cancellation, with the severe thunderstorms outside, the rain, the hail, we filled this building. We filled the raffle bucket.
This is your main event. round in the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in the corner to my right, he is fighting out of the Corona and weighs in at 225 pounds, the Riot, Kellen Thomas. And his opponent to my left.
Oh, Squire wants to do the honors, I suppose you could call them.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at the perfect amount of weight, reigning over the kingdom of the headjar, he is the guillotine of the gods, the one true tyrant of professional wrestling. His golden excellence, King Leon the Sixth!
And I believe King Leon the Sixth, the first man to ever take a cutter from Squire. So he's got that going for him. As Tony P presents both competitors, the fans, the cameras, the trophy for this tournament. As Picture Dave brings us the trophy.
And the trophy is back here with us in the broadcast
for safekeeping.
As Ref Tony P calls for both bells once again. Oh, you folks, don't do that to me right now. I got a 4-hour ride home. You know, they got that chicken parm sandwich there now. Recommend 100.
I was eating at my favorite Irish restaurant all weekend, McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's, top of the morning to you. That was good. I like that. That's good stuff.
Feel free to use it. But
if I remember it, after everything we've seen here tonight, I'm not so sure. This show itself, and I'm trying to speak freely. I want to stress to the fans that I really mean this. Like, everything that we've seen today has been above expectations in terms of what I thought.
How about that last $50?
Oh, the last $50 that we just raised. I guess someone had donated another $30. We had raised it to $9.85, and then this gentleman in the front row
topping it off
gave $15 just to make it an even 1,000. And these folks are still dropping money, so we really appreciate that.
And I'm sure there will be more as time goes on. The sales of this show, wherever it may be distributed, all benefiting the Dana-Farber Institute.
And you know, it really is a testament to me. And this is where things get troublesome in terms of commentary, where Squire is out there right now being a real horse's ass. But the fact of the matter is, we've seen a lot of really great action today, a lot of amazing stars. And take it from me, it's not easy to get a wrestling personality to dedicate their time on a Sunday like this, and to have the friends that Paul Rich has to donate their time like this is a testament to what he's been able to do. But talking about what he's doing out there.
It's got to be that red shirt, man. He puts that shirt on, he just transforms.
Let me stop talking about all the good stuff he's doing, because while he was wrenching down on the arm of Kellen Thomas.
Having some words with the children in the audience. Ever so classy, as the Squire
I don't know for a fact that, maybe someone should volunteer to drop that money off themselves.
It could be. Yeah, man, we can mail it and send Bitcoin or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I think investing in Bitcoin is a smart thing for us.
We're
already working in professional wrestling. We're known for great decisions here tonight.
Absolutely. Speaking of great decisions, Kellen getting tossed out of the ring, spine first into the edge of the ring.
Oh, my God!
Oh, man.
I just hit my jewel and choked on the vape because of what just happened out there. Oh my, I've seen these chops and these slaps all day long.
And
King Leon.
Sorry for my absence. I was just handed another $15 to hand to the funds tonight.
So we made $1,015.
$1,015.
You know what it is? A lot of people were hearing that 85, and they're like, "Let me
top it off." Well, folks, we're still at 475, so if you'd like to reach that 9,000 goal.
Now, I heard King Leon VI says whatever we raise, he's going to match.
He's going to match.
I heard that.
Is it in American currency
That's
or
the
Behead
problem.
funds?
That's the problem. Is he's going to give us Behead funds, so in the end, it's another, like, what, $12?
Just about.
But every little bit counts, all jokes aside, as Kellen Thomas proving what this day is all about. We've been discussing it throughout the first and the second round, the semifinal round, I should say. These guys have been fighting. Well, I should say Kellen Thomas has been fighting valiantly.
Kellen Thomas, I mentioned the first time he was out here is favoring that left elbow. Went out again.
And now you see it's taped up.
Went out again. Trigger worked that shoulder on the left arm. Now he's got it taped up, as you mentioned, and King Leon just wrenching it over the guardrails. That's how much this means to Kellen Thomas. He's willing to put his entire arm on the line. He probably shouldn't even be out here competing, but he wants it. He wants the victory. He wants to help the foundation.
He definitely does. And again, I have to question Squire's motivations throughout the night. My God! Into the audience. We'll forget Squire for a second. We've given him enough airtime. Let's talk about this crazy turn of events as King Leon toppled over that guardrail, and here comes Kellen to
diving! And the fans getting out of the way. I don't think they expected this. They wanted to be up close and personal. And they got it. They got their wish as Kellen backs Squire up, and he takes a digger on the on the ground. Kellen now.
Oh!
King Leon out there rested against our backup ring. Not only is he taking shots, taking big bumps inside the ring, he's taking them in another ring as well.
On a deconstructed ring, and Kellen is making space between himself and the King.
Oh! Fakes him out. I thought he was taking a little trip to Behedjian flight school for a minute. The fans firmly behind Riot. Oh, no.
King Leon with that big King super kick.
Right to the jaw of Kellen Thomas as King Leon's got something in his hands. What does he got?
Looks like a can.
It is a can. Thought it was a staple gun. It's not that type of show.
And there goes Kellen over the top of the barricade once again.
And bounced off that corner post. Cleared the guardrail.
King Leon the sixth walking around very full of himself right now. As well, quite frankly, as he should be. You're noting that Ref Tony P taking his liberties in this contest, allowing these guys a little bit of leeway. And you have to wonder, is that because it is the final round? If there's a disqualification, if there's a no contest, where does that leave us? So Tony P letting this relentless onslaught by King Leon continue.
Bouncing his arm off that ring like a basketball, ripping the protective tape off, exposing the elbow, pulling the padding down. You gotta wonder if Kellen can fight through the pain. It's easier said than done. We know he's a fighter. We know he's got that spirit, that heart. But can he push himself through it?
Kellen Thomas with a series of forearms and elbows, but dropped down again on that same left arm. And look at the way King.
Oh, punt kick right to the shoulder, the back of the armpit.
That was a precise and deliberate attack on that injured arm.
As I just mentioned, he's got it exposed. He's got Kellen opened up, and I can't see anything good happening from here on in.
King Leon with a European uppercut, or a Behedian uppercut, whichever.
As he whipped Kellen in, just driving him. If you notice that turnbuckle too behind Kellen, slightly exposed, that left shoulder blade just being driven into it. But he gets out of the way just in time.
And Kellen Thomas back where he started. Swept down to that bottom turnbuckle and just stomping across the chest is King Leon. And now look at Squire. Squire picking his shots like the coward he is. like the scared, cold coward that he is because he's covered in water balloon residue.
Covered in water balloon residue.
Otherwise known as water.
The mystery substance inside those water balloons.
Well, you know what I told the fans when we ran out of water balloons? I said, all right, just spit on him now.
Just spit on. $1. Spit on the Squire.
$1 to spit on Squire. I might have taken them up on that. And Kellen!
You might have made more money that way.
These fans, you know, they're behind both of these guys. King Leon, for whatever reason, has his supporters, perhaps residents on holiday from Beheadya. But Kellen Thomas, again, in the right place at the right time. Repositioning the King and a running boot to the face. That could be it. 1,
King looks
2.
like he's out, but he's not.
Just a 2 count again from Tony P.
That was another kick from Callan connected directly to King Leon's face, his jaw, the whole left side of his neck and up.
Tony P sees that turnbuckle pad, and he's blaming it on Squire. For one, Squire not at fault for that. Saying you're done, son. King Leon saying not so fast, Jack.
He landed right on that shoulder, the injured shoulder.
That's it, no.
But he manages to kick out, getting his healthy arm off the ground, using that side of his body to maneuver himself from under King Leon. Callan just clenching at that elbow pad.
That was 2, King Leon. We know you know 2. You know at least up until 6. It's time to stop. Relent. I don't understand what King's motivation is right now. Not going for the pin, not going for anything.
I think
misses.
I think King is just mad he didn't win the raffle. Now he's taking his aggression out on Callan.
And now Riot Kellen Thomas pulling something from deep within. Kick to the midsection, followed by 1 to the face, and whoa, he went for the step up. But King Leon into that crossface. This is what he defeated Squire with earlier. Another one of those sleeper cell sentences.
Can't get that right arm of Callan up. Callan fighting through it.
And these fans, though King might have his loyal fans, Kellen Thomas has quite a few as well. No, missing,
only
just a
a
1 count. Step up in Sakuri.
I don't know how many more of those kicks.
King is reeling. Splash, face first into the canvas. Saying once again, you're done, son. Up he goes, springboard moonsault.
Beautiful.
1, 2, no. We saw the lengths that these competitors were willing to go to throughout the tournament up until now. Imagine what they're willing to do to secure the final victory to take this 2019 Fight for Farber Cup home.
And Squire can't believe it. You saw him seconds ago holding his head.
Hey, wait, what is this?
Is Callan hooking King for his own move? Nope. King reverses with the back body. A little different than we saw earlier.
And went for the discus again. Spiked him right down.
Callan
That's going to be it.
pin.
Can he get the
Got
cover?
one shoulder,
1, 2.
No. If Callan had just been a second faster, he could have had that match in the bag. You noticed his foot was in the way. He couldn't get that left shoulder of King Leon down on the canvas in time for Tony P to start that count.
And again, King Leon not counting either of these men out. Allowing them to get back up, and look at
Callan
that.
back up. The reserve tank is on.
That's right. The dash says 0, but this guy, he's still got some miles left to go. Kellen Thomas goes for the discus himself that time, misses, drops him down with an STO, does the King. Wow! A rolling neck breaker right down to the canvas, and there he goes for the crossface again.
Got the arm this time.
It. Get the bell ready. I can't see from here, but I'm waiting. He's got him. He's got him. This is what Squire tapped out to. Wait, what is Squire doing? Squire seems to be seeing what's happening. Squire trying to will this reversal out of existence.
And he managed to get the distraction. King Leon breaking it up.
Tony.
The Squire's out.
And these fans, some of them none too happy to see Squire thrown out. It's not bogus, you're bogus, Squire, you're bogus.
Bye.
You're bogus.
Bye, Squire.
Oh,
Two.
Almost missed the fall right there. And there it is, King Leon did it. 1, 2,
No, Kellen kicking out again.
and no one is in more disbelief than King Leon. The look on his face says it all.
And this is a fight. And King Leon having a word with Tony P about kicking out Squire. What Tony P says goes.
That's right, he is the senior official of Fight for Farber.
Oh,
there it
out
is.
of nowhere.
1, 2, 3.
And Kellen Thomas winning the Fight for Farber tournament.
Of the Fight for Farber inaugural tournament, Thomas.
And bring him that big, beautiful trophy, Mark. Kellen Thomas has earned it. Kellen Thomas stepping into this tournament with an injured elbow, injured shoulder halfway through, taking out AJP in the first round. Coming up again, taking out the OG of New England, Trigger the OG, and finally defeating King Leon VI in the final round to become the champion. Congratulations, Kellen Thomas.
Absolutely, and congratulations to Fight for Farber. Congratulations to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Congratulations to these fans for everything they've done today to help us make this an extra special occasion. That trophy in the ring right there, yes, it is a testament to what Kellen Thomas has been able to do today, but it is also a testament to each and every one of these people and what they're willing to do for a good cause.
Yeah, each and every one of these people, the fans, the performers, everyone in the back, the tag team division, the women's division, everybody's stepping up to make this possible. Thank you, guys.
Now Kellen has something to say.
Possibly.
Hello? The light means it's off.
Yeah, isn't that
That's stupid.
It's so stupid!
You had 3 matches.
It's so
fine.
stupid.
Now,
Again, thank you to XWA.
I wasn't
Seriously, it's-
scripted to say anything in your schedule, but what's Paul going to do? Come out here and tell me no? I don't think so. What we did tonight is something that I absolutely love doing, and that is using a platform that I love and have dedicated a good portion of my life to better people as a whole. What we did tonight was raise $1,000 for cancer research. Now, in my real life outside these ropes, I've worked in the research field. I've seen what these doctors are doing, and I've seen how important every single penny is. So you may think $1,000 isn't going to cure cancer, but it's going to buy a test tube that's going to lead to something, that's going to change something, that's going to one day make this thing we call cancer a thing of the past. And we won't have to worry about having any more of these kinds of shows. We'll just be having them for fun. But most importantly, it doesn't happen without people like Paul. Take the shirt off if you have to stay in here. Forget the fray out here, boys. All I did was come out here, have some fun with my friends, and entertain a bunch of people. What you did makes the difference. So it should be you standing in this ring when this show ends.
Hey, not to take away your spotlight, there's another $15 someone gave us.
We got even more money. We got $1,015.
Congratulations, Paul.
I apologize. I got a little emotional in the back. As I told you at the beginning of the show, I'll just be real with you. Last June I lost my uncle to cancer. Almost a year ago to the day. It was named after him. He was more of a father figure to me than anybody in my entire life. I didn't grow up with a dad or anything like that, really. No father figure in my life other than the males that were around me at the time, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for helping me do something that really means a lot to me. Wrestlers if they could roll around for a little while. You guys are the ones that made the difference. This all came from you guys. Thank all of you. I love all of you so damn much. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. I hope maybe one day we can do some of this again. That's our show, guys. Have yourself a wonderful night. Get home safe. Enjoy a couple beers, alright guys?
Paul, thank you. Thank you for organizing all of this. Mark, thank you for joining me ringside.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine, buddy. Thank you so much.
It's been a great night, folks. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.
Don't worry about me getting wet.
Another itty bitty one.
Are you all happy now? Is this what you wanted? Yes, sir. What you needed. You're an idiot. These were $6.
Yeah, right? I look like Skrillex now. It's your fault.
Anyone got more? Yeah. All right, why? Go up to him. Go up to him. Don't waste him. Don't waste him.